Hi students, I'm going to look at investment appraisal now. A very important topic, quite easy, not as complex as break-even or cash flow. Very easy to score marks if you understood it the correct way. Okay, so there are three methods: payback period, ARR, and NPV. So I'm going to first look at payback period. Okay, that's the first method. It's a very rational way of deciding between two or three projects. You might use this more often in your internal assessments next year, where you might be contemplating on investing for the company that you're going to look at. Maybe that business has a couple of plans, and then you help find the best plan for that business. Okay, so you would definitely use investment appraisal as a technique. So it's 23.03 that I'm referring to in your Canvas course content. The question is about two machines, A or B, and the business has to decide whether to invest in machine A or machine B. Now you cannot use your intuitive thought and say, I think we should go on machine A. So you have to be rational. So you have to use some financial tool which is very scientific and not intuitive. Okay, so machine A costs $200,000. So the way you're going to write the question down, this is the question. Okay, any question should have this information: the cost and what the inflows are against each year. So if I were to simplify this, the question itself, machine A could be, say, your school wants to invest $200,000 on a vending machine. They want, and they have another choice. They could invest it in something else. Okay, so you got to decide whether they should go for the vending machine or the other machine. Okay, so what happens is the machine A is going to cost $200,000 for the school, and then they anticipate. Now this hasn't happened. This is going to happen. It's a forecast. Okay, you anticipate that after years of use of that vending machine, you would have generated an inflow of $50,000. In year two, you expect that it's going to be $100,000. So that's what the question actually means. You need to know what the question implies first, okay, before you do it. So, is it practical? Is it financially feasible to invest in machine A? We're going to find out. So the first step is you write this down like this, vertically, not horizontally, because it makes very easy to do the maths. We need to find the cumulative cash inflow. How do you find the cumulatives? Put the $50,000 first. The cumulative is by adding these two up, so you get 150. Okay, now I'm going to stop at that because the cost is only $200,000. I'm only getting 150 in second year. So I need $50,000 more, which I'm going to get from the next year. So simple, $50,000, the remainder, to the cost, needs to be obtained from the next year's inflow. So this is it, 12 months. So you're going to get, that's 1/4 times 12, 3 months. So therefore, the payback period is 2 years, 3 months. That's it. Okay? This is all there is to payback period. You cannot go wrong. Now we're going to do machine B. So, machine B is going to cost $350,000. Same method. You need to find the cumulatives. $20,000 plus 220. That's 3. So I'm going to stop at that. So I'm going to take the difference between 350 minus 220, which is $130,000. So which I got to recover from the third year. So all I have to do is $130,000 over $300,000 times 12 months, which is, I guess, 5.2. Okay, so the answer is 2 years I'm not going to do anything to this figure. Just write 5.2 months. I don't want in days and hours and all that. Okay, just write what you get there. Time's precious in exams. Okay, so this is it. Payback period tells us that for machine A, its payback period is 2 years and 3 months, which means that you're recovering your investment of $200,000 within 2 years and 3 months, as opposed to machine B, where it takes 2 years and 5.2 months. Now, which one do we decide between the two? We go with the quickest one, the earliest one. The more quicker you can recover your investment back, the better it is. That's what payback tells us, okay? So the advantage of using payback is it's very simple, it's universally used, and it goes with the quickest returns. It's very simple, isn't it? It's very easy to articulate. But the drawback is we don't know. A machine could be profitable, could be of much use in the latter years. You see, we completely leave out years 4 and 5 out of the equation. Likewise here. And if you notice, machine B is much more, it's generating much more revenue, more inflow, more profits perhaps for the company in the long run in the latter years, and we don't take account of that. So that's the drawback of payback period, okay? And the drawback of payback becomes the benefit, the advantage of ARR. So I'm going to look at ARR next in my next video. All right, I'll look at ARR and NPV. So this is payback. Very simple, easy, universally used, but drawback is it does not take into account the entire life of that asset into consideration or into decision making. It ignores the latter years when it might be extremely profitable. Okay, because of the very fact that it goes with the quickest returns.